हजारों जवाबों से अच्छी है मेरी खामोशी. हजारों जवाबों से अच्छी है मेरी खामोशी. We all know who had said this and when this was said. It's long that finally the khamoshi has been broken today. It's an irony that he did not speak when he should have spoken, and he chooses to speak today when the truth is out in the open. On the floor of the parliament, when the country was debating some of the most important corruption issues of the country, like the 2G scam, the Colgate scams, the CWG scams, and when the then Prime Minister, Mr. Manmohan Singh, was asked about all these, he had chosen to be silent then. And today, when the truth is out in the open through various agencies, like the CAG, the CBI, and book bombs dropped on the Congress and the Prime Minister by his very own people, like Sanjay Baru, and the recent most addition being from Pradeep Baijal, we all know of the facts that has transcribed since then. And today, the Prime Minister of 10 years, the former Prime Minister, Mr. Manmohan Singh, chooses to break his silence. It would be very apt to say that Manmohan Singh ji has broken his silence in self-defense, not for the nation. He has broken his silence in self-defense, not for the nation. Had he spoken on the floor of the parliament and exposed those who were responsible for the humongous corruption, then we would have said that he would have done a great service to the nation. But no, this is how the Congress has worked. Only a day ago we had seen as to how and what Mr. Baijal has said. It's an irony. It's an irony that such huge corruptions were taking place, and the then Prime Minister, Mr. Manmohan Singh, chose to look otherwise. It's astonishing to learn that the Prime Minister, Mr. Manmohan Singh, and senior cabinet ministers like Mr. Dayanidhi Maran were threatening senior bureaucrats like Mr. Baijal. And Mr. Baijal writes in his book that Dayanidhi Maran says that I am the Prime Minister of my ministry. That is what we were saying, a sense of mistrust. Mistrust between the people and the government, mistrust amongst the various departments within the government, where the ministry and the Prime Minister did not get along well. There was mistrust everywhere. A minister feels that he was a Prime Minister. The Prime Minister who used to previously say that I'm not aware of what is happening under my ministry has been exposed by books after books, by facts after facts, not only by agencies, but also by his own bureaucrats. And today, under such cloud of suspicion, Manmohan Singh chooses to break his silence. But this is breaking of silence in self-defense when everything has been lost. जब सब कुछ लुट गया, तब आप अपनी खामोशी तोड़ने के लिए सोच रहे हैं. खामोशी आपको तब तोड़नी थी जब आप संसद के फ्लोर पे खड़े थे. जब देश आपसे प्रश्न पूछ रहा था, तब आपने कहा था हजारों जवाबों से अच्छी है मेरी खामोशी. और आज जब हिंदुस्तान को सच्चाई मालूम पड़ गया है, तब आप कहते हैं कि मैं खामोशी तोड़ना चाहता हूं. कुछ महत्वपूर्ण विषय पर मनमोहन जी ने टिप्पणी की है. उन्होंने कहा है, I have not used the public office to enrich myself, family or friends. But Mr. Manmohan Singh, is it not true that you have used your office to enrich 10 Janpat? Because the country knew, the country knows, and the country would continue to know that in Congress there is dynastic hangover. There is only one dynasty which rules, and if at all there is a Prime Minister from without the Gandhi family, then he is merely a shadow Prime Minister or a puppet Prime Minister with the strings lying with the 10 Janpat address. Under such a scenario, the country knew that Manmohan Ji's string lied with 10 Janpat. So did you not enrich 10 Janpat? Everyone knows that Pulak Chatterjee used to run with the files after the PMO office hours to 10 Janpat. And this is something which has been exposed by your own bureaucrats. This is something which was written by Sanjay Baru in Accidental Prime Minister. And we all are aware of the fact that the files went to Sonia Ji's office for her approval. So definitely when you say that you were not enriching your family and your friends, you should be reminded of the fact that there is something called as extended family within the Congress, and the singular family which rules in Congress is the family which resides in 10 Janpat. Mr. Manmohan Singh in his second query says that BJP harps on corruption to divert people's attention to non-issues. Astonishing again. Mr. Manmohan Singh has been the Prime Minister of the country for 10 long years, and he feels that corruption is a non-issue. Mr. Singh, corruption is the core issue of the country. Your government, the Congress-led UPA, looted this country for 10 long years. 13 to 15 lakh crore rupees was drained from this country. And you say it's non-issue. And BJP is harping on corruption to divert attention. The country's attention was focused on a singular issue for the last 10 years. And the singular issue on which the country focused its attention was nothing other than corruption, because you had pickpocketed money out of every pocket in this country. You had destroyed this country through the way of corruption, and today you say that corruption is non-issue. Yes, you are right. For you, corruption was non-issue. For Congress, the corruption was non-issue, and that is the reason as to why the people's verdict reflects on the mandate which comes in 2014. आपके लिए corruption महत्वपूर्ण नहीं था. आपके लिए भ्रष्टाचार महत्वपूर्ण नहीं था. 13 से 15 लाख करोड़ रुपए हिंदुस्तान का लुट गया. आप कहते हैं वो नॉन इशू है, मगर हिंदुस्तान इसे नॉन इशू नहीं मानती है. और यही कारण रहा है कि हिंदुस्तान के निवासियों ने एक ऐसा मैंडेट दिया है जिसमें आपको केवल 44 सीट्स आई है, क्योंकि हिंदुस्तान की जनता के लिए करप्शन एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण विषय था. और लगातार 10 वर्षों तक हिंदुस्तान की जनता ने भ्रष्टाचार की ओर फोकस के साथ देखा है कि किस प्रकार से हम भ्रष्टाचार को मिटा सकते हैं. और इस मोदी सरकार ने यह किया है. 1 साल में हमने ये अचीव किया है. आप उसे नॉन इशू कहते हैं. The third point that Mr. Manmohan Singh has raised, that there is a fragileness in the economy and economic recovery under the present government. We have all seen and we have often discussed during the Manmohan Singh regime that despite the fact that the Prime Minister was a renowned economist of the world, but he was an underachiever as far as performance was concerned. We have all seen that despite the fact that he was economist par excellence, but his economic knowledge was of no use to the nation. What happened to this country in 10 years during his regime was quite open for public scrutiny. The growth rate plunged down, inflation went up, and in this red corridor between a plunging growth rate and skyrocketing inflation, in this red corridor zone, if anyone was suffering, it was the common man of this country. हिंदुस्तान आपके नीचे 10 वर्षों तक किस प्रकार सफर करता रहा, वो हमने देखा है. आप अपने आप को एक बहुत बड़ा वित्तीय संस्थान मानते हैं और एक जाने माने इकोनॉमिस्ट हैं, मगर आपके प्रधानमंत्री काल के अंतर्गत जिस प्रकार हिंदुस्तान का ग्रोथ रेट बराबरी से नीचे जाता रहा, 2 वर्षों तक फॉर कंसेक्यूटिव 2 years 4.5% पे अटका रहा, यह कोई मनगढ़ंत बात नहीं है. गिरते हुए ग्रोथ रेट और चढ़ते हुए महंगाई के बीच में कोई पिस रहा था तो वो साधारण जनता पिस रही थी. मनमोहन जी, ये बताने की आवश्यकता नहीं है, ये हकीकत है जो 10 वर्षों तक जनता ने एहसास किया है और उसी का नतीजा 44 का मैंडेट रहा है. What you see as fragileness in economy, in fact, is the restructuring of an already broken economy. जिसको आप फ्रजाइल इकोनॉमी कह रहे हैं मनमोहन जी, वो दरअसल एक टूटे हुए इकोनॉमी का पुनर्गठन है। जो इकोनॉमी आपने तोड़ दिया था वो हम पुनर्गठित कर रहे हैं और बहुत सफलता के साथ कर रहे हैं। वेरी सक्सेसफुल रीस्ट्रक्चरिंग ऑफ अ ऑलरेडी ब्रोकन इकोनॉमी बाय यू। Fourthly, Manmohan ji says the talk of policy paralysis was untrue, that our government left India with the second fast growing economy. If such was the work done by Congress during the last 10 years, where you took country to the height of development and growth, where there was no policy paralysis, then why did the 2014 elections saw such results? There was paralysis at every doorstep of every ministry in Congress, and your own ministers have vouched for that. Jayanti Natarajan was your own minister. Books have been written by your own bureaucrats. And Mr. Bajal has pointed out in his recent book, The Working Philosophy of UPA. You are damned if you are doing, you are damned if you don't. If you try to do something, you are damned. If you did not try to do anything, then also you were damned. So either way, everyone was prosecuted because there was complete policy paralysis. There was lack of a vision as to in which direction the country should move. And this has been proved at every point, and that's the reason as to why India was not moving ahead. Lastly, Mr. Manmohan Singh says that Make in India and policies as these are carbon copy of their policy. ये हास्यास्पद है। काफी समय से ना केवल मनमोहन जी मगर कांग्रेस के बड़े बड़े नेता ये कहते आए हैं कि एनडीए की जो सरकार है वो उनके पॉलिसीज का कार्बन कॉपी लेके आगे चला रही है। तो पहले कांग्रेस अपने ही घर के कंफ्यूजन को दूर कर ले। एक सांस में तो वो ये कहते हैं कि जो पॉलिसी ये सरकार लाती है वो कार्बन कॉपी है यूपीए की पॉलिसी की, और उसी शब्दावली में उसी सांस में वो यह भी कहते हैं कि ये तो बेकार पॉलिसी है। तो दोनों कैसी हो सकती हैं? पॉलिसी आप ही की हैं और पॉलिसी बेकार भी है। देयर इज अ सेंस ऑफ कंफ्यूजन। दे आर अपोजिंग जस्ट फॉर द सेक ऑफ अपोजिशन, एंड व्हेनेवर दिस हैपेंस दैट यू अपोज जस्ट फॉर द सेक ऑफ अपोजिशन, you are confused. You say that they are carbon copies of your policy, and yet you say that they are failed policies. That only implies that your policies were failed policies. Is this what you mean to imply, Mr. Manmohan Singh? He has broken his silence when things have already been proved, when he had summoned by a court, when the country knows the truth. So this ritual of breaking the silence is of no much use. The biggest thing that had happened by the end of the UPA regime, by the time they came to 10 years, was twofold. Both the position of the Prime Minister has been reduced to a ridicule then. Never before in the history of Indian politics had the office of Prime Minister become a seat of ridicule. And similar kind of thing was happening in their organization also. The power position of their organization, the second most power position, I would say, the Vice President's power position in Congress, during that tenure had been reduced to a power position of ridicule. Yes, I point towards Mr. Rahul Gandhi, who wished happy birthday to the NDA government only yesterday from Kerala. Mr. Gandhi, we thank you for having wished us happy birthday. And definitely, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, who is quite used to celebrating birthdays, would wish us happy birthday. He is a happy birthday boy, and surely he would wish us that way. But Mr. Gandhi, it is not that the country is happy for only the happy birthday of NDA government, but the country is very happy for the fact that we are celebrating an anniversary of freedom from लूट की सरकार. एक वर्ष मोदी जी के सरकार के अचीवमेंट्स का हुआ है, देश उसके लिए प्रसन्न है, और धन्यवाद जो आपने हमें हैप्पी बर्थडे कहा. देश इसलिए भी सेलिब्रेट कर रही है कि एक वर्ष की आजादी लूट की सरकार से मिली है. यह भी एक बहुत बड़ा मौका है. आपने ऐसे मौके पर, लूट की सरकार के से आजादी मिलने के मौके पर हमें जन्मदिन की बधाई दी है. हम आपको धन्यवाद कहते हैं. एक किताब भी छापा है कांग्रेस ने. There is a glossy book which the booklet which the Congress has come out with. We should congratulate the Congress. मैं बधाई देता हूं कांग्रेस को कि despite the fact that they have been carpet bombed by books after books, yet they have come out with a booklet. Their own people have carpet bombed Congress with the facts and the truth in forms of books, where they have been called as accident prime minister, underachiever, a prime minister whose cabinet secretary was running with files to 10 Janpat, a prime minister who had no powers, and the recent most book saying that the prime minister was complicit in corruption. Such party has come out with a booklet. And in the booklet, there's nothing but hallucination with statistics, which Congress is very good at. Hallucination with statistics. Such is the gloss of the book that if even a percentage of this gloss would have been reflected to Congress, then the result would not have been what we had seen in 2014. And if you go to the booklet, you would realize that Congress has done what it is best at: fudging figures. The Congress has a master art of fudging figures. They had fudged figures when they declared their budgets, from fiscal deficit to all the figures we had seen as to how they used to fudge them. And today, when they release a glossy book, a false book, they have such kind of fudging and statistical hallucination yet again. अगर इसका थोड़ा सा भी मेहनत, जितनी मेहनत इन्होंने झूठ और फरेब के ऊपर किताब लिखने में किया है, जितनी मेहनत इन्होंने इस किताब को बनाने में की है, उतनी मेहनत का अगर आधा हिस्सा भी उन्होंने 10 सालों में राज करने में करते और अपने मन से करते विद अ गुड इंटेंशन, तो हो सकता था 4-5 सीटें उनकी अधिक आती. मगर जिस प्रकार का ऑपोजिशन फॉर द सेक ऑफ ऑपोजिशन मनमोहन जी, राहुल जी और कांग्रेस के लोग कर रहे हैं, स्वाभाविक रूप से ये लग रहा है कि इफ दे आर ऑपोजिंग विदाउट फैक्ट्स एंड फिगर्स, this government has really worked wonders. Because आज अपोज करने के लिए भी ऑपोजिशन के पास न फैक्ट्स है न फिगर्स है. आज आम आदमी पार्टी के भी कुछ कार्यकर्ताओं ने जंतर मंतर पे धरना दिया और उन्होंने कहा कि अच्छे दिन की पुण्यतिथि हो रही है. मैं उनसे सवाल पूछना चाहूंगा, अच्छे दिन की पुण्यतिथि है आज, तो आप यह मानते हैं कि 1 साल पहले अच्छे दिन थे? क्या आप कांग्रेस के व्यू से कॉन्कर करते हैं? आई वॉन्ट टू आस्क द आम आदमी who today in a protest at Jantar Mantar said that this is the Punyatithi, the death anniversary of Achhe Din, which only implies that Achhe Din died 1 year ago according to their stand. That means the Aam Aadmi Party agrees to the fact that there was Achhe Din during the Congress regime. Let me ask the cousin brothers of Congress, the Aam Aadmi Party, do you concur with the kind of corruption that was taking place during the UPA regime? Just because you want to take up a confrontist attitude, that does not mean that you have to conquer with corruption. And you have been exposed by taking such stands today. You have been given a good mandate in Delhi. You should be working for the people. Rather than working for the people, today you have gone to the same tactics of yours where you want to paint yourself as a victim. This is not the way politics functions. In politics, with mandate should come maturity and patience, but we are sorry you have demonstrated neither. Both for the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party, with mandate, two biggest attributes which every politician should demonstrate is maturity and patience. And only if we follow maturity and patience will we have delivery. So best of luck, and we expect that both these parties will show maturity and patience and will see to it that Achhe Din, which are coming on a day-to-day basis, reaches every person in this country. Thank you. देखिए, जहाँ तक मनमोहन सिंह जी का ये कहना है कि उनको कोई भ्रष्ट साबित करना चाहता है तो ये तो एजेंसीज ने ऑलरेडी कर दिया है। सीबीआई को एक कोर्ट ने पूछा था कि आखिर आपने मनमोहन सिंह जो कि तत्कालीन कोल मंत्री थे उनसे क्यों नहीं पूछताछ की, तो सीबीआई ने कोर्ट में ये हलफनामा दायर करके जवाब दिया था कि हमें ये परमिशन नहीं दिया गया था कि हम उनसे पूछताछ करें। अगर उनके पास सच्चाई है तो अपने आप को पूछताछ से क्यों दूर रख रहे थे। और जिस प्रकार तमाम एजेंसीज, चाहे वो सीएजी हो या सीबीआई हो, जिस तरफ इंगित कर रहे हैं वो मनमोहन जी की तरफ ही, उनके सरकार की तरफ ही, सोनिया जी की तरफ ही इंगित कर रहे हैं। और आज उनके खुद के लोग किताब लिख रहे हैं जिन्होंने उनके साथ काम किया। टीएआरआई के चेयरमैन हैं बैजल साहब। He worked in close proximity with the Prime Minister. And Mr. Baijal has vividly pointed out as to what transpired between him, the Prime Minister, and the Minister, Mr. Dayanadi Maran. And it is absolutely shocking to learn that the Prime Minister and the Minister threatened a senior bureaucrat as Mr. Baijal with dire consequences if he did not toe the line of the Congress party then. As far as beef ban is concerned, it is a matter of great religious sentiment across the length and breadth of the country. So I would not pull this issue into a political domain and make it rest right now over here. जहाँ तक बीफ बैन का विषय है, यह हिंदुस्तान की जनता के लिए एक बहुत बड़ा धार्मिक और इमोशनल विषय है। ऐसे विषय को मैं राजनैतिक अखाड़े में खींचकर इसकी सूचिता को खराब करना नहीं चाहूंगा। मैंने बहुत स्पष्ट शब्दों में कहा, यह हिंदुस्तान का एक धार्मिक सोच है और इसे हम राजनीतिक अखाड़े में ना लाएं, मैं इतना ही कहूंगा। देखिए, मैंने बहुत स्पष्ट रूप से कहा, आपने प्रश्न पूछा, मेरा अभी भी स्टैंड एक है कि इस पे पॉलिटिकल रूप से मैं यहाँ उत्तर दूं, उससे अच्छा है कि जनता के संवेदनाओं को ध्यान में रखते हुए मैं जनता का आदर करूं। So as far as Ram Mandir issue is concerned, there should not be any confusion. Our manifesto reads out the truth that whatever is possible within the ambit of the Constitution of India, the party is committed to do that. Surely, within the ambits of Constitution, we will see to it what kind of framework be laid as far as the Ram Temple issue is concerned. जहाँ तक राम मंदिर का सवाल है, किसी प्रकार का कंफ्यूजन इसमें नहीं होना चाहिए। जो हमारे मैनिफेस्टो में लिखा है वही पार्टी का स्टैंड है। मैनिफेस्टो में लिखा है कि संविधान के दायरे में रहकर राम मंदिर के बनने के लिए जो भी किया जा सकता है वो पार्टी जरूर करेगी। किसी प्रकार का कोई पलटवार नहीं है। सब मिलकर एक वर्ष के अचीवमेंट को जनता तक ले जा रहे हैं और 24 घंटे काम कर रहे हैं। ये एक सेक्युलर कंट्री है, धर्मनिरपेक्ष राष्ट्र है। इसमें सभी के लिए उतना ही स्थान है और धर्म के आधार पर किसी का मतभेद करना, किसी को बांट के देखना, ये उचित नहीं है। अगर ऐसी कोई घटना हुई है, जरूर महाराष्ट्र की सरकार और वहाँ का कानून इस पक्ष को देखेगा और कानून के अंतर्गत जो भी होगा जरूर सरकार करेगी। नहीं, जहाँ तक ब्लैक मनी का सवाल है, आपने आज देखा है किस प्रकार अब स्विस अथॉरिटीज भी नाम डिक्लेयर कर रहे हैं। ये भारत की सरकार की, ये मोदी जी की सरकार की बहुत बड़ी जीत है। जो हमने कहा था कि काले धन के विषय में हम हिंदुस्तान में सच्चाई को लाके रहेंगे, अब उसकी शुरुआत हो चुकी है। काले दिन के मसले पर हमेशा से ही जनता चाहती थी कि आखिरकार नाम क्यों नहीं उजागर हो रहे हैं, आखिरकार बड़े बड़े लोग, उनका नाम पता क्यों नहीं चल रहा है जिन्होंने काला धन विदेश में रखा हुआ है। आज ही हमने देखा है कैसे जो एफर्ट सरकार ने किया है, जो ट्रीटी किया है स्विट्जरलैंड के सरकार के साथ, अन्य देशों के सरकार के साथ, उस एफर्ट के बाबत, उस एफर्ट के कारण आज नाम डिक्लेयर होने आरंभ हो गए हैं और किसी को नहीं बख्शा जाएगा जिसका काला धन बाहर है। Many newspapers have their own views. They can write their own views. This is an independent world. But as far as the completion of 1 year and its effect is concerned, people of India know that a lot has been achieved in this 1 year. And that's the reason as to why almost all the opinion polls done by various Indian media points to the fact that majority, almost whole of this country, has firm faith in this government and the Prime Minister. Thank you.